the reason I can do this...
5 yards, normal step.
But number 90 did a great job in showing his jersey was being pulled. We said early in the game, Coach Scott, Alan Steele...
is because I do this. Hi there guys, it's Alex from Elite Football Conditioning here again. This time coming at you with a slightly different video. So as you may well have seen in that quick little montage there, is me actually doing some of my own work. So this past weekend I've been at American football training camp for Great Britain as the kicker to do lots of kicking. Currently feeling like my leg is about to fall off, but the reason that I am able to do those things and I'm able to kick the ball a reasonable distance with a lot of accuracy is because I have layered in the right amount of practice, the right amount of training, and I work at it much like a lot of my athletes work at their specific skill set. It's all about training and developing in the right manner. So, to give you a quick little lesson and a little bit of value from this video rather than just me blowing my own trumpet, which I don't really like to do, I'm going to kind of nail this down to two key phases or two key sections. So phase number one, we have general physical preparation. So some of the key roles of the general physical preparation phase of your training are going to be to set the foundation for your sport-specific work further down the line. And that means, number one, increasing strength. So the stronger you are, the more capable you are of producing the same movements again and again and again, and you will fatigue less and less and less, and you can actually increase your work capacity through your general physical preparation phase. Try saying that again. Okay, so what we want to do is use this period of your training to get really, really good at a lot of the basic exercises. It means we need to squat, we need to lunge, we need to carry, we need to brace, we need to perform lots of pushes and pulls, and basically set up good quality habits, good quality movement patterns that might even eradicate some faulty movement patterns that have occurred through large amounts of playing. If you're playing lots of games, if you're getting lots of similar movements in your training sessions week in, week out, if you're doing all your football work but you're never doing any of the recovery work or the rehabilitation, you will start to develop patterns and imbalances that are very, very, very common through football. One of the most common ones I've seen is footballers who have really, really tight calves and really, really stiff ankles, and an inability to actually dorsiflex and pull their foot up towards their shin. And that limit in ankle range can actually really inhibit sort of the squat movement or the lunge movement. And that then refers off into the knee and the lower back. So it causes a whole host of problems if we do not engage in this general physical preparation phase of your training. So use this time, use it wisely. Learn how to lift, have a little bit of a back off through some of your football work. This is probably a key time or the key time to do this is probably in your off season or in your downtime, or especially if you're recovering from an injury or from a bit of a break in the game. This is a key moment in which you can actually engage in just focusing on moving and moving well as a human should. Now, the specific preparation phase or the fun phase is only something you can do if you have laid that solid foundation, if you've increased to the point where you are strong enough, you have the work capacity, your energy systems, movement patterns, muscle elasticity, and strength is all at a very, very good level. That will actually enable us to get very, very specific with your training, whether it's for speed, power, again, even pure strength, but you can really start to focus on some funkier patterns. You're working on different changes of direction. So we're going away from just straight line lunges or reverse lunges or lateral lunges. We're going to start to incorporate them at speed, which mimics match play. So these are going to be a lot more resemblant to your actual football phase, which is where you would be focusing on ball striking, you would be engaging in a lot of small-sided games, team games, doing a lot more of the on-field work in those short sections where you can really, really focus on getting as many changes of directions in, as many accelerations and decelerations in short periods to keep the intensity really, really high, which, as we're seeing at the moment, is something that a lot of managers really, really like. They really, really, really want to get that out of their team, whether it's Klopp, Guardiola, Bielsa. A lot of these top managers now are wanting you to be able to run, get in people's faces. And from a personal point of view, I think you need to be able to get touch tight with your opponent and live in their pocket. Every moment that the other team has the ball, that's where you need to be. You need to be able to have that ability to match them step for step. And then as soon as you get your chance, break away from them. So your sport-specific section is going to look a little bit different to your general prep work. It's going to be incorporating a lot of speed. You might even use some funky bits of equipment like bands and chains. You'll probably do a little bit of workout on the field, and we can do some work pulling sleds. There are so many options when it comes to this, but the chances are a lot of people aren't practicing these special strength exercises, as they sometimes get termed, or these sport-specific exercises with either the correct technique or the appropriate stimulus or that solid foundation to begin with in the first place. Now, if you are a younger athlete, you should not be going anywhere near, in gym terms, and again, I'm going to dumb this down a little bit, but you shouldn't be going anywhere near a lot of these special strength exercises, because the objective first and foremost is to spend up to the age of 16, 17, maybe even 18, building a really, really solid general base that you can work from. And you will have little bits sprinkled in there, but the majority of it is going to be done by just playing football in the first place. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you've learned something from it. I've shown you a little bit of me doing what I do. Not something I'll do very often, but I do feel as a coach, if I'm asking you to do something, I feel like I need to do it as well. You do have to practice what you preach, and hopefully that gives you a chance to see me going through it as well. Doing the work. You have to do the work. If you want to get to the very, very top, be the very, very best, and ultimately be excellent at your craft, then this is what you've got to do. So until next time, send me any questions. In fact, actually, send me some clips of you doing your work. Send me some clips of you training on the practice ground, getting in the gym, doing your foam rolling in front of the telly at night because there's nothing else that you can do. Send me some of those clips. Let's have a little look. And if you've got any questions, do please feel free to get in touch either through my Instagram, comment on this YouTube video. You can send me a message on Facebook. Find me wherever you need to find me. Drop me a message and I will get back to you. Till next time, be elite.